making sure that everybody's in position for what's to come. Because it's not about trying to catch a market. Oh, crypto went up. No. Your goal is to be in the market when crypto goes up. You don't want to be, oh, it's going up. What do I do? No. Your goal to be like, bro, what you mean what we do? It's going up. That means that my portfolio is going up. Asset prices are becoming so expensive that people can't afford them. So you find new assets to increase your purchasing power, to increase your percentage of wealth in the world. How do you make that money that you make at a job, how do you make your job more valuable? It depends on what you do with that money, right? You getting paid $50,000 a year. How do you take a percentage of that, right? And if the thing that you invest in goes up twice, now your time is worth twice as much money. Because first level of access, you get to your money, you get your check, you get your deposit, whatever. And then it goes out because you've already spent it mentally based on your habits. But if you make a shift in your pattern of habits and you invest it correctly and you exchange that for something more valuable, once that increases in value, it's like giving yourself a raise. You will go to a job and waiting for a dollar raise. I remember I worked the job once before, man. I worked security years ago in San Francisco, man. I'm at the door. I had this fake suave boss, black dude. He's to hire all these African brothers. They'd come in there barely speaking English. And I remember one time, man, he hired this African brother, Ethiopian brother, man. And he came in there getting paid more than me. So I'm pissed off. I ain't gonna lie, I found out about it. I'm at the door soaking in it. Like, man, he got me messed up. I'm the best, highest level they've ever had in this place. I didn't want to work there forever anyway, but still. So, bro came in there with his little trench coat. He walking in slow motion like he cool and shit. And he said, Keys, you been doing good. I'm going to give you $1.10 raise. So I paused for a second. I ain't say nothing to him. And he just walked off after that. I just sat there and thought, and I had to process my life. I said, a man just walked up to me and offered me $1.10 for my continued services. $1.10 for my continued services. And he actually thought he did me a favor. I said, this no one done lost his mind. So you know what I did? As I'm sitting in there in my dress shoes, my suit, you know what I mean, got my nice pristine tie on, a cocoa butter in my skin that day. I'm feeling fly, feeling fine, feeling godly. You know what I'm saying? He went to the basement of the store where you can watch like the cameras and stuff. I texted him and I said, you know what? You're going to need somebody else to cover me. Because this is my last day. I quit. Now this is before I stepped my language up to you fired. So what I did is I literally, on my break, went downstairs, I gathered my stuff, and I never came back again. The next time he seen me, I was the greatest thought leader in the world. Because I know that my time was way more valuable than what they was willing to pay. And it was disrespectful. Now don't get me wrong. After that, I left that job and got a job that paid me almost 10 times more. Then I quit that, fired that rather, to become who I am today. Now, when you work a job though, I stole all the knowledge that I possibly could, and I didn't know anything about investing at that time per se. So I couldn't dollar cost average and take some of my money and give myself a raise. But when you working these jobs and all you want is $1 raise, $2 raise, $5, $10, you'll be happy with that. Not realizing you can give yourself a raise at any time by investing. Anytime you can do it. And we don't even take the opportunity to do that. It means that everybody around you can be making the same exact money. But are they making the same exact choices? It's not about how much money we make. It's about the choices we make, the decisions that we make. And life comes down to making the correct decision. And that first investment is the ticker YRSLF. YRSLF. What is that? That's yourself. It's the best investment on planet Earth. So when you invest in your mind, You want to invest in your education, right? You want to invest in your discipline, your organization, your health. It's not much you can do outside the body. It's not much you can do. Because I knew I was God's body. God told him to say that in my ear. He tested me. Let me see what Brett do. He think he want to raise. He don't want to raise. He want respect. He want power. He really want to be valued. Because watch, I'm going to give him what he think he want. And he going to realize, man, that ain't shit. I don't know if you ever fired your boss before, but it's an amazing feeling. And every time you invest, you're getting closer to firing your boss. As it goes up and up and up, you just be looking at that account. Next time your boss say a joke you don't want to laugh at, you just look at him like this. And he's like, what's wrong? Nothing wrong. It's just not funny. It's just not funny. And you not funny. Boss will be like, damn. Like, but you usually laugh. I'm laughing to the bank now. And you not funny. How you like this? I was gonna be pissed at you. Like, yeah. That card is freedom right there. You start feeling yourself a little bit. You know what I mean? You walk in late, boss say, you late, you know you late again. You just look at him in slow motion. Don't move too fast, slow motion. You still taking your time. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Then go clock in. Cause you're just inching your way out of there. You're getting prepared. Make sure you hit your goals first. But you're almost out of there. You just start acting different. Now you still do everything. You do your job very well. You don't want to do your job bad. Why? Because the way you do one thing is the way you do all things. So you want to make sure you still executing at a masterful level. And it's not for the job. It's for you so that your habits remain the same when you're free. You want to make sure that your habits remain the same when you're free. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said, I like to say the first 19 days of the year is all the time you have to prepare. Once that 20th hit, Donald Trump is in office, we're going to see full shift. We're going to see if it's buy the news, sell the rumor. But the problem is that the people that already been emptying and crypto is just now starting to have that push. So you want to be in position when it comes to crypto, knowing what assets to get. You want to stay up to date on what narratives that are going on with crypto right now. There's a narrative, right, with DeFi science. Right, very interesting stuff. There's some cryptos in DeFi science. There's some cryptos in AI agents. There's airdrops where basically free money for being involved in projects, things of that nature. You want to make sure that you're up to date on those things to set up a portfolio and know what percentage you should allocate in one area or the other, so you can feel confident about yourself in your life, and that confidence allow the rest of your life to flow. Right, where everybody else is stressed and you relax because you're thinking about how you set yourself up for the future by investing in the future, and that's how you save yourself. You understand me? We look at quantum stocks. There's a lot of people that invested in quantum stocks that we talked about. We did get a little dip from Jensung talking about it's going to be in 10 years, and then Google talking about some, no, we about to be at everybody quantum ready. So then we seen the stocks go back up. You feel me? You got to understand, Jensung talking about quantum is like JP Diamond talking about crypto while at the same time still investing in it. Because while NVIDIA CEO was telling people that we're not going to be quantum ready in 20 years, he's hiring and paying people $200,000 to $300,000, $500,000 for this exact field. Now, is he going to be paying them for the next 20 years for this field if he think it's that far out? You do the math. Google telling you, listen, man, we got Willow. I don't know what y'all talking about, but we ready. Yeah, I mean, and I can see the world making vast quantum leaps. So you really want to be prepared. You really want to study the future. Also, something that I see is the health industry, as they get access to more supercomputer and being able to map out these genomes and being able to discover new breakthroughs in science and health, right? It's very interesting looking at that particular sector of health, biohacking, cures. I think we're going to see a lot more science come out in that area. Then you have energy. We have an energy crisis that's going on because they don't know where to put the energy in, where they're going to get the energy from, right? As they're working on fusion technology and things of that nature, that might be a little far off, right? China is like the leading in that particular area. But the problem with the energy is we're going to most likely have decentralized energy in the future where everybody is their own grid, right? And whatever you have left over, you're able to sell to your neighbor, so you can actually make money off these things. So we're going to go into an interesting future where we're going to be sharing resources with each other, and you are able to make money with what you have left over instead of all of this waste that we currently live in. So as technology becomes better, we'll be able to plan and plot those out utilizing intelligence, artificial intelligence, as people call it. Now, y'all want to also go utilize this new ChatGPT tools that come out with the Task. They have the Task GPT. It only works right now if you are a paid member, so you got to have a pro plan, but the Task allow you to automate tasks to the AI, getting us closer to agentic AI. And agentic AI is, agent AIs that can automate tasks. If I say, hey, I want you to research scientific information in a particular field of study in mushrooms, right? And every single morning it will send me a new report on something in mushrooms, keeping me up to date on what's going on with the adaptogenic science, especially since I got, I'm talking about that Supermind coffee going on. You know what I'm saying? Especially since we got that Supermind coffee. So that's dope because you can then get creative on how you would utilize this technology if you have full access and or disposal to it. So I think everybody should be thinking about it in that capacity. Then you have Canva AI to where you can edit inside the AI as it goes along, which is a whole nother masterclass I love to get into.